Hello everyone, my name is Heather and welcome to the channel Bookables and welcome to the end of summer book tag. So this is the tag I made. Did I make this tag? You know, I don't even remember, but I'm pretty sure I made it last year and I did it last year. So it's kind of talking about the books you read this summer, kind of saying goodbye to the season. I will say I am filming this a week before summer ends technically, even though summer really doesn't end until like mid-September. We all know, as soon as September 1st hits, even though my heart's kind of already there, it's fall. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's talk about all things books and reading that I've done this summer. But first, a huge thank you to the sponsor of this video, BetterHelp. BetterHelp is customized online therapies that offers video, phone, and even live chat sessions with your therapist. They make it super easy in case you're someone that struggles with anything, which we all do because we're human. If you don't know, I struggle greatly with anxiety. I have started therapy recently. It's really helped out, and it's something I'm looking forward to getting more into as the years pass, because as the years go on, it's something I look forward to getting even more into as the years go on, because we all have different struggles and that's okay to talk about those struggles. I think the world we live in now is starting to get a little bit more open to people that struggle with anxiety and other maybe mental health disorders that aren't visible to the eye. So BetterHelp is a great solution to do that, so you can talk to somebody. And in case you're interested, BetterHelp makes it super easy. All you have to do is go online to their questionnaire and it asks you just kind of simple questions about what you're looking for out of therapy, what you're looking to get out of therapy, why you're seeking therapy, and just stuff like that. And there they will pair you with a therapist, and then you can start scheduling your sessions. Now, in case you start scheduling your sessions and you and your therapist aren't a match, because that happens to everybody, BetterHelp offers you to switch your therapist with no additional charge, which is great because sometimes we want to jive with somebody, but sometimes it just doesn't happen. And you want to make sure you have a very good, close relationship with your therapist because you're pouring out a lot of yourself into them. BetterHelp is just amazing for that. Then you can start scheduling your phone or live chat sessions. And then you can start sharing unlimited messages. So join the 3 million plus people who have taken charge of their mental health by talking to a BetterHelp therapist today. And if you're interested and you're like, I don't know about therapy, I just don't know if I want to put a whole bunch of money into it, I have a great code for you. Use the code Bookables at www.betterhelp.com/Bookables to get 10% off your first month. So that way you can try before you officially really buy. Either way, therapy is so amazing. I recommend it to everybody, because even if you think you know people that have it all together, they don't. We all have struggles because we're human, and that is how humans are. So struggles is something that we all have, and it's something that we could talk about to therapists, and it is amazing too. So trust me, from someone who does do therapy, it benefits me greatly, and I think it will benefit you if you're looking to get into it. So thank you so much to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. Now let's go on to it. But first up, we have summer camp. Which book had your favorite new character? This one, I think I'm gonna have to go with Tova from Remarkably Bright Creatures by Shelby Van Pelt. I just really love Tova and connected with her, and I just thought she was amazing. So I would have to say she's my favorite character. Number 2, Summer Vacation. What was your favorite book of the summer? So summer has been kind of iffy for me for reading. Usually it's a great time, but I don't know what it is this year in particular with summer. But the 2 books that I've given, the only 2 books I've given 5 stars to this summer would have to be these 2 right here. Again, Remarkably Bright Creatures by Shelby Van Pelt. Loved it. And then The Wedding People by Allison Espach. I never thought I would love this one, but I just fell in love with it. And for some reason, like, you know how you fall in those books and you can't really put a lot of pinpoints on it. You just felt like it was the right book for you at the right time. That was this for me, and this one too. So these 2 for sure are my favorite books of the summer, and will definitely be making an appearance on my favorite books at the end of the year. So we're going to the opposite end of that, Summer Rain, which it has been raining so much here this summer. Ugh, I hate it. Your least favorite book of the summer. Love Letters to a Serial Killer. I wanted to love this one so much, but I didn't. I just had such high expectations for it, and it just kind of let me down. I was hoping this was going to be one that would be like an underrated book that I could shout from the rooftops of how amazing it was, but I just didn't like it. I wanted to love it, but I didn't. Next up, we have Last Days of Summer, a book you wish you read this summer. A lot. As always, I buy way too many seasonal books, and I'm like, I'm gonna read these all this season. And do I? No, I don't, because I'm horrible. So we got the laundry list, so let's get into it. Summer Punchline. Bought it to read it this summer. Did I? No, I didn't. The Perfect Couple by Ellen Hildebrand. Did I read it? No, I didn't. Obviously, I'm showing these to you because I didn't read them. 7 Summers by Paige Toon. Again, bought it to read this summer. Didn't. The Summer Pack by Emily Giffin. I even took the dust jacket off this one in hopes I'd read it. Did I? No! I'm horrible. Those are like the really clear summary ones that I was supposed to read this summer, but I didn't because I'm horrible. Is assigned summer reading because we all had that in school. We get it. Favorite classic of the summer. I didn't read a single classic. I'm not a classic girly, and that is totally okay with me. I've come to grips with it. That's not to say I don't ever read classics. The last classic I read and loved was Little Woman, but that was a couple years ago, so never say never with classics. I'm just not that much into it. To school shopping, and that is favorite book you've obtained this summer. Ooh, I don't know. If we're talking about like covers and stuff, I would have to say one of my favorite covers of this summer is definitely The Wedding People. I just think it's really unique. I will say I did have a chance to meet Olivia Dade this summer, and I got her to sign At First Sight, which isn't my favorite book by her, but still, this is a great book I obtained because, again, can I find the page she signed on? I don't even know. Yes, right there. I just think that was really cool. She was such a lovely and amazing woman, so I definitely enjoyed obtaining that this summer, and that's all the ones I could think of. First day of school, which, oh my gosh. If you're a mom and you get it, you get it. I'm a special needs mom. My son thrives on structure and routine, so summers are hard for him. They always are. So, and he genuinely loves school, so I get excited for back to school because it puts more of a routine and makes him a little bit more happier, and then it's kind of easier at home. It's amazing. Now, I'm not trying to be like, I can't wait to ship my kid off to school. No, not at all. He truly benefits and thrives for it because, like I said, he has special needs. He's autistic. If you're a special needs mom, you get it. Anyway. First book you plan to read this autumn. I don't know about the first book, but two that I am very much anticipating that are coming out in September that I plan to read probably as soon as September hits, just saying. So Thirsty by Rachel Harrison. I love her book. She writes kind of horror, but they're really not horror. This one's vampires. We know I love vampires. Speaking of vampires, I have my Vampire Plus one by Jenna Levine, which comes out on the 17th. I think both of them come out on the 17th. This is kind of the sequel companion novel to My Roommate is a Vampire, which I loved. Not a lot of people like, but I think it's just funny and quirky, and you have to go into it knowing exactly that. You have to go into it knowing it's funny and quirky and not to take it seriously. It's just a fun vampire romance, dare I say those words. But those two I'm very much looking forward to, and as soon as September hits, I will be reading them. And then the last question is favorite subject. Which book releases are you most looking forward to? I have quite a few in the fall. Not a ton, but a few. Both of the ones I just talked about, So Thirsty and my plus one vampire. But The Songbird of Heart and Stone by Carissa Broadbent. This is her third book in her Serpent and Wings of Night series that's going to follow a different character, but a character we know. And I'm very much looking forward to it. Again, another vampire one. Vampire novels coming out. Speaking of which, I know there's another one coming out this fall called Fang Fiction by Kate Stayman London. Again, vampires. And then for romance, I have Lost and Lassoed by Lila Sage. This is their third book in the Done and Dusted. Have I read the second book? No, I'm not super interested in this one. But from the first book, I knew immediately it was like, the third book's going to be where it's at for me because we've been building these characters hating each other, and I am here for it. So very much looking forward to that one. So there you have the end of summer book tag. Talked to you about my favorite reads of the summer versus my least favorites. I didn't read a ton. I would say probably, I don't know. Summer was just kind of mediocre for me. I'm hoping fall will be a lot better. As always, we'll have to see. If you want to do this tag, I'll leave the questions down below for you. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.